Hello ladies and gentlemen, in this video I will be speaking about year 2026 already. I will be informing you about the very unique, interesting celestial placements. This video will be general. It will be just the beginning of quite of many videos which I'm planning to make about year 2026. I will make, as usual, the analysis of the 12 ascendants, 12 videos, and then of course much more detailed video about the main aspects of the year. But now I will tell you about what I found to be unusual, rare, ominous, if you want, for the year 2026. So just to tell you how would 2026 feel like compared to maybe this year. I would say maybe like 2020, year which will be changing the world. 2025 changed the world too, and we will see this when we look back maybe. So yeah, because also this year we had many interesting events. One of these interesting events will be reinforced, will take place once again, but in more interesting pattern. So this event is the conjunction between Neptune and Saturn. Neptune and Saturn met in the 7 degrees of Pisces, and they met 3 times. They formed conjunction in June, in July, and in August, but in August participating in this amazing configuration, which was the major 2 trines and 4 sextiles. It was Pluto from Capricorn in the 7 degree forming aspect to Neptune and Saturn also in the 7 degrees of Pisces, and then they formed aspect to Uranus, 7 degree Taurus, and then Venus was at that time at the moment of this aspect, Venus was in Cancer, and the first appearance of the moon in Virgo. You see, it was giant, and we will see this influence in our lives still. So the flavor of this is we still didn't even experience even half of it, because these are events which influence us not overnight. They may have impact for the next minimum 8 years cycle, but I'll be speaking about this a little bit later. Now I want to tell you why I'm speaking again about Neptune-Saturn conjunction. It is because they will meet again. And they will form exact conjunction once again in February of next year. And why is this more impactful than the one which took place in 2025? It is because they meet in more impactful degree. And this is the degree of the vernal equinox. So in the vicinity of this degree, because the vernal equinox is in 453, I think, they meet in 530. So in the vicinity of this degree. Why this is not to underestimate, it is because we live now, our era, our life, the collective, the people are described by this degree. This is describing the life on the planet, if you want. This is this particular 5th degrees of Pisces, because we live in the era of Pisces, and because there is the point of the vernal equinox. So this is the most important degree. If somebody from the ancient world would describe the life on Earth, he would or she would say, oh, we live in the 5th degrees of Pisces. Everyone is under the influence of Pisces, the karma of Pisces. We are paying karma. We come here to learn, to pay some previous karmic debts maybe, and so. So I can't stress enough how important this degree is, and how important is everything which is taking place in this degree, the degree of the vernal equinox. So everything which happens there is important. So see, they meet there. How unique is this? Let me tell you once again. Neptune is a very slow planet. He is continuing a cycle for 164 years. It means that after 164 years, Neptune will be again in Pisces. You see, he is very slow. It means to have him in Pisces, the place which he rules, is a very big deal already. This is a very big deal. And it's a blessing, because Neptune, doesn't matter what you hear, how much he rules illusions, craziness. Yeah, he may do that, but Neptune is, speaking esoterically, is the higher octave of Venus. Neptune is divine love. He represents divine love. He is the higher octave of Venus. He has very high vibration. He describes very high consciousness. He describes literally connection with God, with the Creator. Neptune also is the Christ essence. So we are speaking about very special thing here, very unique. It was unique already what happened in June, July, August, and it will still happen. What this means, major awakening. And when we are awakening, we see them. Like we see how you know who I mean, how they manipulate us and so. And you know, so I forgot who. Maybe you will remind me. Said, you raise yourself and they will fall. This is this conjunction. We raise and they fall, because we will see more and more people will see through this conjunction. And if it was impactful in July, June, August, imagine now in the vicinity of this point. And this now is February, 20 February 26 also of 2026. And Saturn is there to do what? Neptune is a little bit lofty, too lofty, and Saturn is there to say, listen, no. We have to be specific. We have to be organized. You cannot be too lofty. You cannot be too naive. Because sometimes when we love too much, we give too much credit to somebody. Now Saturn is saying, no, you cannot be so naive. You need to be more concentrated, more specific. You need to be more judgmental if you want. Because Saturn is about justice. He's judging. So you see, Saturn is there to judge the matrix, what is happening. He's the great judge on the sky. He's the time lord. He's ruling time. This is Chronos. So see, this will be very, very important. It will be unfolding almost immediately. We'll see signs like we see now. We see now. Think about this. You see people rising. You see people in every country protesting. Doesn't matter that your television will not show you that. Maybe through Facebook, through social media you find out, but your television will not show you that in France people are fed up. You know, you will not see that. So this is one thing. And you see how rare this is happening. And Saturn there is not bad. He has his very specific mission. Now also, this I cannot prove to you astronomically. I tried, I couldn't find enough evidences, but I understood that also Jupiter is faster, is moving faster. I calculated his stay in the different signs. This didn't look faster to me, but I believe this has to do with the faster rotation around his axis. Probably this. Anyway, it is believed that now, until 2032, Jupiter is also has fastened his rotation, and he is the main dispositor. He rules Saturn now because he's ruling in Pisces. So he rules Saturn. As dispositor of Saturn, he's speeding up his motion. It means he's influencing time, our perception of time. One of the reasons why we perceive time to be moving, I really feel like I've no time for anything. Time is moving so fast. And a very dear friend of mine was telling me the other day, what's wrong with time? Yeah, this is wrong with time. This is one of the many reasons why time seems to be moving faster. The significator, not the significator, the dispositor of Saturn, Jupiter, and Saturn is Lord of Time, is faster. When Jupiter is faster could be the things which happen on markets with money. faster losing, faster winning, like it's time for faster money stuff, you know. Also faster awakening, faster consciousness awakening, and so. So this is another very, very unusual situation with Jupiter moving faster. Also, excuse me, a very important thing. Now, the solar flares, if you remember, probably you do, because I made minimum 2 videos on that topic. In 2020, it was 3 and 4, I've been telling you, because of this cycle, which is called solar flare 25, every 11 years we have repetition of certain solar flares. Because of that, you know, the gold prices will jump up immensely. This is what happened. Because also the solar flare peak, which was expected in 2025, took place earlier. But guess what now? In 2026, I cannot tell you exactly when, because no one knows exactly when, but it will be most probably again February, like it was in 2024 and 2025, again in February, we will be expecting another peak. And this is again unusual, because this is off the expected cycle. So we expected this to start in 2025. No, it happened earlier. And as part of this cycle, we'll be seeing another peak, which was also not expected. So this is again something off the matrix. So, and again, expect immense jump of the prices of the gold after this peak. Be sure about this. I said the same in 2023 and 4, and it happened. Now, this also doesn't show only the prices of the gold. This is only one small aspect of the whole thing. It shows when we have solar flares. Always, it is described by old astrologers, we have tremendous shifts in the markets. Crisis. In 2026, the crisis will be like what I suppose you can imagine. Market crisis, business, financial. Also, it is believed that when we have such peaks, many souls go and new souls come with higher consciousness. So, another event to tell you about. Mars. Now, very, very interestingly, as we speak now, Mars is invisible. He became invisible in August in Virgo. He took with himself something. Virgo is the earth energy, something from the old matrix maybe, and he will become visible again I think it was 9 June 2026. And where? In Aries. In Aries he will become visible again. Now, I was thinking a lot about this, and I discussed this even with a friend astrologer. We even recorded video on this. Soon I will put the video on my channel. What would this be? First of all, let me tell you, on 9th of January, Mars is making the conjunction with the Sun in Aquarius, 18 degree Aquarius, in the vicinity of sacred degree. And very interestingly, we are always 1 degree off. We're missing 1 degree. Look, Neptune Saturn conjoined, missing 1 degree to be exactly conjoined the point of the vernal equinox. Mars conjoins the Sun, missing 1 degree almost to be in the sacred degree of amazing knowledge, consciousness, information, abundance of spirituality, wisdom. We are missing 1. This would say that these events will not unfold immediately, but in the frame of 1 year, first of all. But we'll be already seeing things happening in 2026. But also, and this means that we are not absolutely ready yet for such spiritual you know, events. 1 degree off, every degree matters. I mean, almost 1 degree, not full degree, almost 1 degree off. But anyway, these degrees still have their impact, because the conjunctions are happening in the vicinity of degree. So it is there, the energy is there, but tiny bit is missing. So we are not ready to experience the full, if you want, blessing of this, because we still need to wake up. So also 1 degree, when you apply the progressive horoscope, is usually 1 year. So that's why I tell you, this may unfold in the approximate frame of 1 year, not automatically, but also we will see things happening as of February, I believe. So, which will be unfolding within 1 year and within the cycle of 8 years. Now, so Mars is conjoining the Sun in Aquarius, which is the future era, which is the new, the innovative, which is the place of this is the place of the coming, yeah, it is still the coming era. It is still about new technologies, and not only, it is about new ways of experiencing spirituality, philosophy, knowledge, everything, new healing, new medicine. We will not be stuck in the old type of useless medicine. Slowly, the energies of the new will come, new energies of healing, of medicines, not with, I don't want to say the things that you know about. So, after this conjunction, like the Sun and Mars are deciding, the Sun as superior to Mars is having a serious conversation with Mars, telling him what new energies he needs to unfold for us in June of 2026. Aries, 21st degree Aries is not a good degree. These are the bad last parts of Aries. And I was thinking, if we say that Mars in Aries is place which he rules, would he be bad there? Normally not, because he's at home, he's on a throne, he has his full powers there, Mars in Aries. But then I'm thinking, these are bad degrees of the back parts, his, you know, back part of the animal, the ram, you know, he has his back part, which is a bad degree. And also, I'm thinking the collective is not ready yet to express the highest octaves of these energies, because normally this would be energies of brave heart, very organized people, very brave, very even structured, soldier-like, motivated, but in a good way, not on any price, you know. So I was thinking, what would we see once Mars becomes visible in the summer? Because the energies of the collective are not so benevolent, we don't see people, like if all of us, like the egregore, the collective is very wise, doesn't allow to be manipulated, to be taken advantage of, to be misused, then Mars would exhibit his best of behaviors, like not war, but just the other way around, maintaining peace, structure, a good, like discipline, which is the soldier-like discipline. Instead, we may see the rise of new conflicts. So we have time to awaken more people, to explain to them how this matrix is built, how we are used to keep the matrix on our backs, literally. Remember, rise and they will fall. So if we awaken and not without dividing, because we are also allowing them to divide us, which is absolutely how they rule us. So if we the point is, what will happen with these Mars energies? If we are not awake by then, there will be war and conflicts, more wars. Here and there, more places will burn, more revolutions. And remember, when Saturn and Neptune met, every time there was a revolution. Every time there was another revolution. Hope this revolution now will be for good. And you see small revolutions burning here and there. And of course we don't know that because they will not show you on the TV, but I still mean France, I still mean Holland, the Netherlands, I mean what is happening in Germany, people are on the streets, but we don't see this on the mainstream media. So you see, think about this, what would Mars mean? Because classically he's supposed to bring conflicts, wars, because in Aries this is very but this is only in case of the low vibrational energy of Mars taking place. If we are awakening, this will be great energy of dignity, patriotism. So to be the opposite of war, the opposite of conflicts, but it will be maintaining peace, especially after Neptune and Saturn are conjoining. So this was the third event I want to tell you. And then there is an eclipse. I think it was the lunar eclipse, far more potent and visible than the others. So about this eclipse I'll make separate video. I did not research the eclipse and the watches and where it is happening and enough. I just saw that this is eclipse unusually potent and visible. So you see 4 events which are different than the usual, which are ominous if you want. And this is not to be absolute, none of this is scary. None of this. Maybe it's a chance. Some people say from Jupiter fastening his move, we can even benefit by having more abundance, better incomes. But yeah, then we have Neptune, Saturn can also be a great chance of amazing awakening. And not only Neptune Saturn conjunction is healing, is wisdom, it is working on our intuition, becoming clairvoyant even. So it could be something amazing. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope this was interesting for you. So 2026 will most probably be as interesting as one of these 2019-20, where we'll be seeing events changing the reality again as a result of these events, especially I think after, most probably after February, March, the world will be changing one more time so much, and we'll be seeing conflicts. But remember, when we have faith, when we are righteous, like do the right thing, not being afraid, not losing our minds, if you want, from worries, from fear. First, no one can manipulate us, and secondly, we are with the Creator, and there is no fear. So all the best, be happy, be brave, and now we'll be preparing soon my 12 ascendants for the year 2026. I'll be speaking about the eclipses of the year and more detailed look at these important celestial events. In the meantime, subscribe to my other channel if you like, and my channel is still new, but I'm uploading videos which are not astrological, about my garden, about my animals, agriculture and so, and I will place video the link under this video. All the best.